Like, comment, subscribe. Say ring the bell, Billy. Say ring the bell. Say ring the bell. Ring the bell. Some BS, boys and girls. Some BS. Ah, look at the little Billy. We'll give it a minute, see if there's anybody who wants to play on a Saturday. You know, everyone's got a 3-day weekend going on. Good morning, Wolfman. Melissa, good morning, good morning. Look at the Billster. Look at him laying his head. Oh, yeah, you're all laying your head on Daddy. Huh? You laying your head on Daddy? Saying, if you won't take me out, I'm going to just be a bum. What's up, Jason? What's up, what's up, what's up? Mr. Jubius in the house. Yeah, is Billy tired? Is Billy tired? Billy's tired from... I don't know what Billy tired from. What the hell is that, Peterbilt? God damn, boy. God damn. My God, my glasses. I'm like, I can't see. My eyeballs are burned out from watching TV. And then it's like, well, wait a minute, my glasses are freaking burned out from fingerprints. Let's go ahead and clean these suckers. Woo! That was like taking a shot of vodka. My God. Can we eat these? Wait, would that make me an alcoholic if I started sucking on? Talk about what's going on here in just a second. Not too happy about it. Not too happy about it. But what can you do? That's trucking. That is trucking. So ever since I've come out of the house, there's been a shortage of empty trailers. I came out of the house. Went to a location. Got told go grab an empty from this location and go to another location to deliver that empty and then pick a load up from that location and come back. So I went here. They have no empties at the one side you normally get the empties from. So they said, go to the other side. So I go around to the other side. They said, yeah, go ahead and take an empty. No empties. So I tell them there's no empties. They said, well, go to this facility and grab an empty. I went to that facility, and that facility said, hey, this other facility, the one you just came from, took all our empties yesterday. So now I get told, well, you know what, just bobtail. So I bobtail said million miles, which if I would have bobtailed from the house, it would have been quicker. And I wouldn't have lost all that money staging up because I don't get paid to stage up. So I went there, got a load, came back to this facility, got a reload that picks up this morning, 10 o'clock this morning. But last night when I dropped that other load, I checked on the load and they said, oh, that load's picked. They just got to load it. Okay, cool. So it should be ready by morning. You know, I'm out of hours now anyways. Yeah, you should be good. So I contacted them this morning and got told the load's picked. We're waiting to load it. We have no empties to load it on. So supposedly there was a guy coming in that was supposed to have an empty. Supposedly my load was going to be next to get loaded on said empty. With all those trucks waiting over there, something tells me that they're all waiting for empties. So who knows how long I'm going to wait. So since then, I've got this load picking up today, delivers tomorrow, which is Sunday, and then it turns and burns coming back to this facility to get back here on Monday. So if that works out, I'll have 2 more loads on this paycheck from coming out on Thursday, which would be nice. Then they've already got me a load out of this facility Tuesday night to deliver Wednesday afternoon, which hopefully they take me early because it's only 200 freaking miles. It's like, why are you making me pick up at night to drive 200 and some miles to deliver the next morning? There ain't no it's in the middle of effing nowhere. There ain't no parking. I'm probably going to just, if it loads at what time I think it's going to load, I'll probably just sit on the load until I can get there in the morning and deliver. There ain't no point in driving over there, finding no parking, or having to drive 50 miles out of route to park. I haven't looked at it on the trucker GPS yet, but looking at it on Google, it's all back roads. And there ain't going to be any truck stops on those back roads. I'm guessing. But it's like, why wouldn't you just have me pick that load up, take it straight there, deliver it, and then, because they're more than likely going to send me straight back. They might not. They might, since I'm out that direction, they might send me to one of their favorite places they like to send you empty to pick up a load. So they might do that. But I don't know. But it looks like I'm probably going to have to play off of the minimum pay, because if they're going to do what I think they're going to do, I probably won't make minimum miles this week. But hey, man, that's trucking, right? That's trucking in the big city. Let's see what everyone's talking about on this thing here. Let's see. I'm hoping I get a phone call while I'm doing this live that my load's ready. I'm trying that thing. All right, let's see. Good morning, Brian. Good morning, Bruce. Jason King says, I'm off till Wednesday morning, holiday schedule next week. Right on. Peterbilt retracted his comment because he probably said something stupid, because Peterbilt's pretty stupid. Oh, I didn't say that. I meant to just think that. Don't say that out loud. Bobby Kohler's in the house. What's up, Bobby? Good morning, good morning. Justin, good morning. And Jason said, did you see Kersey's with Prime quit? I think it was Peterbilt told me that he's seen a video of a well-known Prime YouTuber that quit Prime. I didn't ask him the name, but then next day Jeremy was telling me about Kersey quitting. So I put 2 and 2 together, because she's been there about 10 years and so on and so forth. Yeah, Prime has gotten bad, man. Prime has gotten bad. There's a lot of people that are not happy with Prime Inc. The old Prime Inc. is Prime Inc. itself into oblivion. What's that word I'm trying to... Well, whatever. In all reality, Prime will never have a problem, because they've got hundreds of students coming in there a month. They don't need to retain drivers. That's what one of the problems with Prime is they don't need to retain a driver, because they got so many new drivers. So they don't need to treat you well, because they don't care if you stay. Matter of fact, the longer you stay, the more it costs them, because they have retention bonuses and things like that. So they don't mind if you leave. They keep a driver a few months and you move on. There's 10 drivers coming in for every driver that leaves. So it's no big deal. This facility I'm at changes their rules on a daily basis. It's funny. I went to drop my loaded trailer yesterday, and they're like, normally they have you drop it on this side of the yard, and now they're like, oh, you got to drop it over here. We no longer allow it over there. And I noticed, oh shit, yeah, you're right. There's nothing but empties over there. There's a lot of space. So I dropped it where they said, told them what hole I put it in. And this morning I could see the facility from here, and you got a lot of loaded trailers back on that side of the lot. So are people not listening or understanding, because English is a hard language to understand? Or did they change their mind and say, okay, start putting loaded trailers on the empty side? And you're probably wondering, how do I know they're loaded or empty? Is when you drop an empty trailer, you have to open the doors at this facility. That's how they know they have empties. I see a bunch of empty trailers there. They're just not trailers. They're not Landstar trailers. There's no empty Landstars. Who's hiding in here? Truck One says, long time no see, man. Back at Prime. I'm not back at Prime. No. Nor do I want to be back at Prime. With all the changes they're making, they brought in Trans Am, which is like one of the world's worst companies. They partnered with them, which tells me Prime is now trying to be one of the world's worst companies. I don't know. I don't know if I'd ever go back to Prime. I mean, maybe if I absolutely had to, because there was nowhere else to go. No, I think I quit. Good morning, David. What does this say? I just gotta make sure it's not them telling me my load's ready. Somebody just sent me an American flag in a text. Was that one of you guys? And then another text saying the rates will be increasing. I guess I don't know why. 2 years ago, I called a place and looked into getting a loan, a business loan, to buy this truck. 2.5 years ago now. And ever since then, seems like monthly I get, oh, we're loaning you this much money, we'll loan you that much money, we'll loan you. It's like, and I keep hitting stop on the thing, so they stop, but man, they just won't stop sending them. Jamal, thank you, Jamal, sent me $2. Thank you. Let's celebrate the third super on live stream, huh? Celebrate the third stream. How didn't know that Trans Am? Wow, yeah, Trans Am, man, Trans Am. Justin says Landstar. Why are you saying Landstar? Are you saying that I'm at Landstar? Yo, yeah, I mean, I don't know what Justin's talking about, man, but if you don't know, I'm at Landstar. I'm at Landstar because I'm a Landstar boy. Just trying to make it. It's hard, though, these days because they try to break it. When you turn around, you look out the door and you see, I can't rhyme, so I screwed that up some more. I'm just having coffee. But yeah, guys, I've been eating my lean cuisine meals. I'll tell you right now, that one was really good. 5 cheese rigatoni in a sweet tomato sauce. It was very, very good. And then you guys know I love my breakfast bowls. You know, the Jimmy Dean's. Well, I found these ones. These ones seem to be a little bit tastier. But I'll have to check the Jimmy Dean's. These are a lot of calories. I'll have to check the calories on the Jimmy Dean's. 20 grams of protein, though. Check the calories on the Jimmy Dean's and see what the difference is. I might go back to the Jimmy Dean's just calorie-wise. You're a BCO or whatever they call you guys? Yep, I'm a BCO. A BCO, a business. Wait, let me think. I know what it is. A business capacity operator, I think we're called. You know, Landstar does everything they can to make sure everyone knows that we don't work for Landstar. We're partnering with them. It's like Landstar doesn't have terminals. They have operating centers. I'm sure. Wow, that was weird. My freaking thing just went completely haywire. I'm sure these are terms they use for legal reasons to keep from being sued and things like that. What's happening, Confused Outlaw? How you doing, man? How you doing? How you doing? Why are you confused? Wouldn't it be a bitch if I actually look closely at your name and it's not Confused Outlaw? Let me make sure. Nope, Confused Outlaw. Okay. Do you know Marcer? Who's Marcer? I mean, obviously I don't know Marcer if I'm asking who's Marcer, but no, I don't know Marcer. I don't even know what that is. Do I have to whip out my tablet and do a Google search? Unless you're trying to say Mercer. Are you talking about Mercer? The trucking company, Justin? Yo, Justin, are you talking about Mercer? What happened? Why is he not replying? Did this thing mess up? That's what I think. Maybe he means Mercer. If you're talking about Mercer, yeah, I checked into Mercer when I was looking to come to Landstar. I looked at JB Hunt, Mercer, and Landstar. And Mercer was a flatbed company, and it seems like that's their main gig is flatbed. But talking to some people and doing YouTube research, Mercer wasn't going to be a good fit for me. Landstar was the best fit because Landstar has the most freight in Texas, and I need to get home. Truck One says Mercer sucks. Damn, Truck One. Violent. All the violence coming out of you. Yes, in a sense, the research I did, it sounds like Mercer said, what the hell? Are we going to have a tornado? What is this freaking clouds I'm seeing? And the wind, what the hell? Yeah, Mercer's not in the cards for me, man. Good morning, Peyton. How you doing? How you doing? Peyton says their reviews are horrible. They're all about this first in, first out deal. Yeah, no, that Mercer's got dry van, but no. And I can't remember what the first in, first out deal was, but I think that can't be the way you get loads, because if I remember right, didn't you pull loads off an open board at Mercer? But first in, first out sounds like if you're on you got a dispatcher, and if you get there first, you're the first one out. Which you would be the first one out because you'd be the first one unloaded. I don't know what that means, man. All I know is Mercer wasn't the end all be all or anything. And I'll tell you what, bro, you guys, this truck next to me, all I can see is the dude's hand. He's got his curtain closed like mine, right? It's open at the front right there. Well, here, I'll show you. See the hand? See the hand with the cigarette? Since I've been sitting up in the front of this truck, that hand has always got a cigarette in it. I don't know if he's chain smoking or if the cigarette just don't go down, but that sucker's been smoking since I've been sitting up here. Every time I look over there, because you see a movement in your thing, there's a brand new cigarette in the hand. Man, man, you shouldn't be. It must be nasty in that motherfucker. That's a motherfucker. There's got to be ashes all over the floor in that truck too. You looked into Crete carriers too. You made a good decision on that one. Heard they pay is not great if you do contract freight with them. Yeah, I looked into Crete when I was thinking about leaving Prime, and Crete didn't pay as good as Prime, and it's like, why would I leave one company to go backwards? Why would I go backwards? You know what I mean? I'm trying to figure out what route to take out of Oklahoma to Utah. Oklahoma to Utah. Well, it depends on what part of Utah. To avoid just thinking, I don't go that way a lot, but just thinking in my brain right now, I'm thinking Oklahoma's off the 40. You could take the 40 up to New Mexico and then just shoot straight up through Moab and everything, which will bring you into southern Utah and avoid Wyoming. That's the way I would. That's the way I always like to go, because I hate going through Wyoming. I mean, obviously, if it was going to be a whole bunch of more miles, I wouldn't go that way, unless there was bad weather in Wyoming or something. Because it's a pretty drive going that way, as far as, you know, not your bullshit, windy ass Wyoming bullshit. Now you can either go. It's the 40 to the 25. You go north on the 25, not very far, and then you pick up, I can't remember the route it is, but you pick up something right there, go in, and then go up to the, I can't remember the route either, but that's the main drag. You'll be on the rest of the way up. Or you could go 40 straight and stay into New Mexico. I can't remember what part of New Mexico, but you go deeper into New Mexico and then go straight up. One way you go boom, 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 boom. The other way you go boom, boom. And I don't think the miles going the two ways were that much different than each other. It just depended on which way you wanted to go. Me, I always go straight, and then go straight up. You're trying to avoid U.S. highways? Well, fuck, then 40 to the 25 to the 80 and your ass is going into hell. Or you can, or depending on what part of Utah, you can take 40 to the 25 to the 70, go up over Vail, burn your brakes and all kinds of fuel and hope it ain't snowing up there. Oh, shit. Oh, no, that's them, just them telling me. They're reminding me I need a depart shipper to do my depart shipper, because it's past my pickup time and I haven't done a depart call. That's because my load ain't ready. Why am I yelling at you guys like they're gonna hear me? Yeah, bro, if you're coming out Oklahoma City, you need to go down 40, then get 25, then hit 70. Yeah, but now you're going up over Vail, man. If you're going up to central Utah or northern, you might as well go up to 80 and go 80 across, because at least you don't have that Vail bullshit. But if you're going to be in southern Utah, then you're going to have to go up over 70. But I wouldn't go up over. I would take the U.S. highways. It's a beautiful drive. There's a couple truck stops on the route, so you don't, you're not fucked. And you don't go up over no big ass hill like Vail. Well, yeah, 25 north, you go up through Colorado, up into Wyoming, and then over, or you go up into Colorado, go through on the 70, go through Denver, and up over Vail. Or you stay on the 40, like I would do, and go up to, gosh, what is it, the 98 or the 198 or some bullshit like that? I mean, if I got back there and got my tablet out and I could whip out a map. Oh, I got a GPS right here. Let me zoom out and see if I can see. There's Oklahoma. Okay, yeah, it was Albuquerque. I think it's the 491. I can't tell on this GPS. It's not giving me the name of the area. Because if I seen the name, it would remind me. But let me just zoom out and look at it. Yeah, it looks like it's the 491, and it takes you straight up and over. Yeah. Okay, the 191 is what goes up through Moab, I believe. So it's probably the 491 to the 191. Yeah, 491 to the 550 to the 191, or you could just stay on the 491 all the way up around to the 191. Jump on the 70 for a minute, and then hit the 191 again, up through 6, US 6. That's a pretty drive. Unless you're going to southern Utah, then you just stay on the 70 and go over. But oh, St. George, Utah. Okay, so you're down. That's down south, ain't it? That's by the 70, right? So you just take the 191 up to the 70 and shoot west on the 70. I believe St. George is south, right? See, this my GPS for some reason isn't giving me the names. I mean, it's giving me only the big names, like, you know, Las Vegas, Utah. It's not giving me cities. I'm not real familiar with Utah because I don't go there much, but I think St. George is south, so it'd be off the 70. Captain Bananas got himself a 2025 Freight Shaker. Right on, Captain Bananas. Congratulations. 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 Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with the Billy Boys either. I'll tell you guys what, this dog is totally changing his attitude every day. Every day is getting closer and closer to me. Even when I put him in a dog run, I'll go sit down on the bench and I'll go play around for a while. Then he'll come over to me on the bench and jump up on my lap. It's like, go play, bro. What are you doing? Yes, you getting more loving every day. You know, stick your tongue out and stand there. He likes to sit there with his tongue hanging out. Thanks. Guess who came to Express? I don't know. No, I'm not sitting until Tuesday. I've got, if they ever load this load, I got this load going somewhere, and then I got a return trip from that place. It's a turn and burn back to here, and then from here, I'm going a couple 100 miles up the road, and then we'll turn and burn from there. So I've got 4 loads booked. It all stems on this place loading me today on time. Well, not on time, but within such amount. If they don't load you within X amount of hours, they cancel your load. So, man. Thanks, okay. Hi, Billy. Peyton Thorne, thanks for the suggestion. Oh, Kersey went there, huh? Okay, right on. The holidays messing up your load as usual. That's why Melissa and we used to never try to be out on the holidays. We used to always go home on the holidays because a buddy of mine that runs this route, his load got messed up. He's sitting till Tuesday because where he's at to get reloaded won't have freight till Tuesday. I guess they're done for the weekend. I guess they gave a 3-day weekend. So that sucks for him. Me, I got plenty of stuff to do if they would get an empty and load me. I'm just waiting on them loading and empty. I got 589 miles. Oh no, 661 miles to go. 589 miles is a waypoint I put in because it wants me to go this way through tolls. I'm going to make it go this way for no tolls. It costs me an extra 20 miles, but it saves you $30 in tolls. Not reefer, those places never close. Well, not true. Not true. They close too. Biden left that damn border open. What the hell? Where'd that come from? Hey, all you religious folks out there, y'all need to pray for Biden. That man's going to be going through some bullshit here with his cancer diagnosis. You need to pray for the man. Not true at all. JBS is closed from Sunday to Tuesday. Boom! Painting. Wrong. I don't know, man. I don't know. All I know is I hope these guys don't screw up my weekend. Something tells me if this load has to cancel, it's going to screw the pooch on my whole weekend. And right now, because I came back out on Thursday, I came out on Wednesday, but I was working, the day was getting my truck ready and then getting staged. So I didn't get a load till Thursday. And I've only got 2 small loads in, and my pay period is Monday. So I could get 2 longer loads in for Monday and have a good week for coming out on a Thursday. But we need to get this load picked up pretty quick here. The wife is working. I used to watch some guy haul Walmart loads from Washington to Alaska. That shit was crazy, yeah. No, thank you, man. I forgot I got orange juice. No, thank you. You can have that Alaska run. You can have that Alaska run, man. It will actually be Tuesday on Monday. Well, which is fine. No one will be there on Monday. Yeah, which is fine. I don't care. I was just hoping to get the other 2 loads in, which I can. I can if these guys would call me and say, let's go. I'm praying to God my phone rings here any minute now, and they're like, it says their name across the thing, because then I know it's ready. It's either ready or they're canceling, one or the other. But the fact that they got the freight, it's pulled, it's waiting on the dock, they just need an empty. That just chaps my ass. Yep. That just lights my butt right up, man. It's like, come on. Come on, let's go. I mean, I'll be fighting wind. It's supposed to be a 900 pound load. So I'll be fighting wind for sure because it's pretty windy over here. Oh, gross. Now all I see is a foot up there. Oh, I guess I got my I guess I got my foot in the same spot. But at least it's not a barefoot. I don't go barefoot. That's gross. I don't want to step on any dirt or anything nasty on my skin. Prime driver camera got me for yawning too much. What did it say? Did it say distracted driving or did it say tired driving? Did it tell you pull over, go to sleep? Yeah, them cameras are something. I mean, some people need to be told it's time to go to bed, though, you know? Like children. Go to sleep. It's past your bedtime. So, with all this, 300,000 drivers are no longer got CDLs because they couldn't read, write, or understand English so far. With all of that, are we going to see truck stops? There are going to be more parking at truck stops or what? Are we going to notice anything? I don't know, man. I don't know. We should. Do you think with 300,000 drivers, I might have to go back and turn my AC up. I got it barely. It's in the middle of a hot and cold. And it's starting to get humid in here. I notice all the TAs are putting up ticket booths. Yeah, ain't that some bullshit? You know, I park at a lot of TAs. I won't be parking there anymore, that's for sure. Now, you ain't going to charge me $25, $30 a night just to park in your bullshit parking lot, plus charge ridiculous amounts of money to buy shit out of your place. And then you're going to charge me for fuel on top of it. Oh, wait a minute. I won't need to pay at TAs. As long as they're going to do as long as you got fuel within 24-hour thing, because I only fuel at TAs. I forgot about that. If they do like California does, and if you got fuel within 24 hours at any TA, you get your free parking. If they do that, I'll be okay because I only fuel at TA. It seems like 99% of my fuel comes out of TA. Action speaks louder than words. We will just have to wait and see. Yep, I guess so. But yeah, I want to start seeing, you know, truck stops not being all jacked up. So far, luckily, on this run I've been on, you park at decent hours of the day to where you can get parking for the most part. Although the one they want me to pick up, and it's 230 miles. Where's there going to be? They want me to pick it up at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, which means it'll probably come out 5, 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night. Where am I going to drive and get parking 200 miles from here in the area? I mean, I'm not telling you the area I'm going to, but I'm going to a major city area. I might as well just stay right here where there's parking and leave it, you know, 4 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't know. I don't know what to do. How do they have no empties? They make no sense. Makes no sense. Well, they haven't had any since I've come out. I ran over 4, 5, 6, 50, 650, 700 miles bobtail because they had no empties. Now I'm waiting to get loaded. You know, they got to get an empty to get loaded. And yeah. I brought him a loaded trailer. There's a shit ton of loaded trailers there as I drove by. Shit ton of loaded trailers. But I guess until they unload one of those, you know, and I've been waiting since, I mean, my load's been picked and ready to go on a trailer since, what, 4 or 5 o'clock yesterday? The drop dead time on it wasn't until 10 o'clock this morning. So, yeah, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. We're waiting. It sucks because the more I wait here, the more I'm seeing my week go. I'll have a crappy ass week. What will my week be if it fails? Yeah, that won't be a very good week at all. It's tornado season. Yeah. Isn't tornado season almost done, though? Are there any good beaches in Texas? I'm not sure. I'm not really a beach guy, so I don't go to them, so I can't tell you if they're good or not. But I think there's good beaches in Texas. You had a load going to Florida and it got canceled. That sucks. That does suck, man. That does suck. Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I guess at some point I just flip on the boob tube and start watching some TV, I guess. Hope for the best. You coming back, Billy? Billy's trying to find a comfy spot on me. Billy found said comfy spot. Did you find a comfy spot, buddy? Did you find a comfy spot? He said, don't poke at my face. Don't poke at my face. What the heck? Yeah, it would be nice. It would be nice if this facility could figure out what they're doing wrong and fix it. Because with the amount of freight coming in every day, it's not that they don't have the freight to ship out. They're just not getting it off the truck and on the distribute it in a timely manner. And you get the excuses of this and then that, then it's a new excuse, then it's a new excuse. The last excuse I got is they're on salary, so no one wants to work because it doesn't matter. They're getting paid the same no matter what they do. It's like, well, if you got guys doing that, shit, can them and hire new guys, because whether I was on salary or hourly, I'm going to work the same way. I'm going to bust ass and get the job done the way it's supposed to be done. I played chess online to pass the time away. I never learned how to play chess properly. I kind of learned it enough to play it, but I wasn't good at it. I'd play the computer because I didn't know anyone who played chess when I was younger. And say I always call it chest. My sisters used, it's not chest, it's chess. I didn't know anyone who played it, so I'd play the video chess. I tried it a few times and I just wasn't any good at it. I don't know. I just didn't like it. It just didn't do it for me. I watch TikTok to pass the time, or I watch Junkyard Digs on YouTube, or I watch Vice Grip Garage on YouTube, Matt's Off-Road Recovering on YouTube, Trailmater on YouTube, Robbie Layton on YouTube. Who else do I watch? Can't think of it. I used to watch Cletus McFarlane, I think is the name of the channel. But he did something that rubbed me the wrong way. And I mentioned it and they were smart ass about it. So I no. Oh yeah, that's right. He went to a campground and did something wrong there. I can't remember what it was, but he did something he wasn't allowed to do. And it was a kick-outable offense and they didn't kick him out. So he goes on his channel and tells all his subscribers, which he's got millions of them, go give them a good review because they didn't kick us out. And that rubbed me the wrong fucking way. Because you're going to make this place look like it's the best place in the world, and you're not even in the same state as the place. No, that's not how you give a good review. And I mentioned it, that's not ethical to be doing that and telling people to give a place a good review when they've never even stayed there or dealt with them. That's not the way it's done. Matter of fact, I hope Google sees all these reviews starting to pop in and investigates it and pulls those reviews. Because when I look at reviews of a place, I want legit, real reviews. I don't want bullshit reviews because you're some YouTuber told me to do it. I don't give a shit. Unless I review the place personally, I ain't writing a good review for nobody. Fuck that. Billy said, what's up? Hey, Billy. What's up? Billy's like, what's up? What's up, Billster? Oh, there goes the Landstar boy right there. Just trying to make it. He probably got loaded out of that facility. Well, I know he got loaded out of that facility because I don't think there's anything out on the other side of that facility. Was that my load that should have been loaded on that trailer? Did he get my trailer? I don't know. You gotta watch these places. People post fake reviews or they make accounts to boost them, sometimes especially trucking companies. We just checked the reviews on my old business I sold, and unfortunately the guy I sold it to turned out to be a crook. He ran it for a couple of years and he got worse and worse and worse reviews. And it looks like the last 6-8 months, it's closed now. The business closed now, it sounds like. But it looks like the last 6-8 months, maybe a year, he was taking deposits and not returning to do the work. I had, what made me look was I had Consumer Affairs, I think it was, call me and start asking me questions about the business and if I still owned it and such and such. And I was like, huh. One, I talked to them for a couple minutes and then I asked them what's it about. And when they ignored my question and started asking me other personal questions, I told them, nope, not talking to you. I don't know who you guys are. And you're not answering any of my questions. I ain't answering any of your questions. Click. So that made me look them up. And yeah, it looks like the guy turned into a crook. It was just robbing people. Walmart takes so long to unload you. Yeah, they do. 2 to 4 hours at Walmart, baby. But they'll pay detention after 2 hours. Confused Outlaw. That damn lumper they give you takes forever to, sometimes I've heard. They don't have lumpers at Walmart. Or at least Prime didn't. Or any of the times I've been there with EOS or Landstar, we didn't deal with lumpers. I'm going to have to go check on that load, and I know what I'm going to hear. Oh, it's staged, it's picked, it's ready to go, but we don't have an empty. Lady, did you just tell me that you were going to have an empty coming in here shortly? He was bringing it in now? I mean, it's only 800 pounds, so it's probably like 2 pieces. How long does it take you to put 2 pieces on? I checked in at... I checked in at 4 or 5 o'clock last night, and I rechecked in at 8 o'clock this morning. It's been 3 hours. So I don't know what the hell their problem is. Other than they need to hurry the hell up. But anyways, it's been fun. It's been, let's see, what do you say? I remember one video you made, you were hot about a lumper fee, forgot what company it was with, but you were super pissed. I think it was video you posted. I want to ask you guys something. What state has the worst flies? Any state with a lot of feedlots. I don't know why I would have been, the only reason why I'd be pissed with the lumper is because they're taking forever to unload. The worst I ever had was Kroger in Phoenix, Arizona. They took 46 or 48 hours. But in their defense, it was during COVID. And they said that, everybody quit because of COVID. They were all afraid to get COVID. But anyways, we'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching.